YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 5 of Pokemon FireRed Omega Hardcore Nuzlocke. As you can see, we are currently chilling here in Cerulean City. As last time out, we beat Lieutenant Surge and his army of electric-type Pokemon, granting us our 3rd gym badge now. And just to showcase that on the trainer card, let me pull this up real quick. So now you can see we got 3 gym badges, but with that being said, all 3 of these fights are very sketchy and very close. We've almost wiped all 3 times. You'll also notice on the bottom middle of the screen, right, that this says attempt number 2. That's because the original attempt, my first ever attempt at a Nuzlocke, we wiped at Misty in Cerulean. But we're here, you know, we're back for attempt number 2, and this time we got 3 badges, so let's see if we can keep it pushing today. Now, first things first, the current level cap notes 27, however, that was for Lieutenant Surge. So I'm going to go ahead and change that right now to 35, because that is the next level cap for actually 2 notable fights. And I'm going to decide on the fly as we go through this episode, but you know, who I want to battle first, because we have both Giovanni underneath the game corner to grant us the Sylph Scope, and of course Erika, the 4th gym leader. They are both level capped at 35 from what I read. And we'll have to decide as we're going, you know, who do we want to tackle in this episode here, and then who to save for the next one. And I'm going to have to use 2 different teams as well, because, for example, if we do Erika first, a couple of my Mons, the ones that survive, will probably hit level 36, which will make them ineligible to fight Giovanni. So we're going to have to think, once we get to Celadon, which one we want to do first, and also what team to bring, keeping in mind that we have to bring a different team to the second one. Now, you'll also notice that, speaking of the team, there's only 3 Pokemon on my party right now. That's because, again, Surge wiped out half the squad. Luckily, Trapinch was there to save the day with the Dig TM that I used on it, so that's not bad. But we did lose Marsh Stomp, which is tough. Go do a quick recap, and then we'll get after it here. Show off the Death Box, and also talk about how I leveled up everybody in between recordings here. And I'm just starting off today at 28. That way, once we get through Rock Tunnel, it won't take too long to get them all up to 35. But a majority of the Pokemon in the box were still like 23 from... That was Misty's level cap. So as you can see on this top row, we do have a lot of flying types and fire types, so we should be good for Erika, but again, I've said that about all these gym battles, and we've lost half the squad every time. We did find a Squirtle here while in Cerulean City. Well, not find one, but I didn't catch it. It was actually another static encounter. So I'm going to bring Wartortle with me, and also Croconaw, to help us get through the Rock Tunnel. And actually, I'm going to need Kingler because of Cut. So let's bring Kingler into the party. I guess I could teach Cut to Trapinch, but it's kind of whatever. Now, I think in the intro of last episode, I was going over every single attack that all these Mons learned in the box as I was, you know, giving them rare candies, but that's kind of the way I like to do things, but thinking back on it, it was probably a little OD. So I think what I'm going to do going forward in this series is anybody that learns a notable move, I'll go ahead and read that in the intro, but I'm not going to talk about every single move that they tried to learn and or learned. So with that being said, there's just a couple things to go over real quick. First off, of course, is Wartortle. We got this Squirtle, I think it was level 20, so of course, as soon as I gave it the first rare candy, it evolved into Wartortle. But then Wartortle at level 28, I think it was actually, where I stopped at, it learned Water Pulse. All the other moves it came with at level 20. So Wartortle learned Water Pulse, that's definitely noteworthy. Krabby, well, it was a Krabby, obviously it's a Kingler now, because Kingler evolves right at 28. Learned a couple of things, which was Mud Shot at level 23, and then Stomp at 27. So that's pretty good. And then the only other notable addition throughout all that leveling up was just Pidgeotto, because Pidgeotto, you know, I haven't even used it this whole time because all it had was Gust. But all the way at level 27, I'm reading off my notepad here, it learned Wing Attack at 27. So that's pretty good. Now we're going to head back up towards Cerulean here. Well, actually, I take that back. I need to go sweep through Route 11 real quick, because I need to find Bulbasaur and Charmander. All we found was Squirtle so far, which was with Nurse Joy looking lady down here. So let's go ahead. And actually, I'm going to have to go through Diglett's cave as well. So let me see if I have any repels. I don't. Okay. Let's stop off in here, grab some repels, and actually probably some Pokeballs as well. I don't think I have that many left. Oh, we can buy great balls now. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's get a dozen great balls. And then some. Oh, I can get super repels already. That's really good. Let me get like 20 of those. And maybe a couple super potions for the road because it's going to take a little bit to get through Rock Tunnel. That's not bad. Alright. Not bad at all. Now we need to see if there's like an NPC that's kind of looking sus. Because that's where we would get Bulbasaur or Charmander. I'm not like avoiding all the trainers in this game, but due to that's kind of like a time-saving thing. I need to update the party. My bad. I got so excited just to start running around that I forgot to update the party here. And actually, I'm going to have to download some sprites as well. But, you know, to save time in this playthrough, I'm not going to fight every single NPC in the game. Should I? Because of, you know, EVs and also experience? Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's why I got all these rare candies. So it's really not a big deal. Now, oddly enough, too, I was just thinking about, downloading the final evolutions of the sprites, but it just hit me that if you think about the level cap being 35 for Erika, you know they did that on purpose, so you can't have, like, Charizard and Typhlosion and even Blaziken if I still had those guys, but... Now, with that being said, Croconaw does evolve into Feraligatr at 30, so that's not bad. Oh, I already have Croconaw. And then, let me download Kingler here. You know me, I never come prepared ahead of time. I should have downloaded these before, but that's what makes it epic. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me add these real quick. Wartortle, Croconaw, and Kingler. And hopefully I remember to change them around as I swap party members in and out. Because obviously we're not going to bring all these water types versus Erika, but you never know. Croconaw does have Ice Punch. But, and actually, well, also it's going to become a Feraligatr at level 30, so maybe. And then let me grab Kingler here. Okay. We're good to go. Let's get it. Now this guy is a trainer that wants to battle you, so I need to get Trapinch out of the lead. Speaking of Croconaw, let's go ahead and throw him up there. Fight this guy. And then you know, I think starting at 28 is probably a good point. I don't think I'll be able to get to and pass 35 by the time we get out of Rock Tunnel, so we should be good here. And you don't even have you just have Water Gun. Nice. I was gonna say it has Water Pulse, but that was Wartortle, not Croconaw. This Croconaw actually was pretty epic too because I got a modest one. Because you gotta remember that Ice Punch, Bite, Crunch, all those attacks, because they're Ice type and Dark type respectively, they are all categorized as special attacks back in Gen 3. Before the physical special split, so modest is perfect. We're gonna have water, ice, dark, all special attacks regardless of what moves they are. Find an escape rope. This guy also battles, but let's juke him out and just take this great ball. And I thought there was a berry up top. He actually sniped me, but he doesn't go that far. Oh, there's definitely no berry there. All right, let's check in the gatehouse real quick. Maybe Bulbasaur or Charmander would be up here. Nope, definitely not. What does this guy give you? 30 species? Actually, I have like 36. Yeah. We get the item finder already. That's not bad. Wait. He said 15? Oh, because it's the Kanto Dex. I have 36 in the National Dex, but only 15 in the Kanto Dex. Okay. Just kidding. Alright, well, we can't wake up Snorlax yet. So there's no point in going out the east side of the gatehouse there. Let's grab this. Is this another trainer that battles? Yeah, that's the guy that has like the Magnemites and whatnot. There's another one down here. We've already had an encounter on this route, so I can't catch this. I don't even remember what it was, but yeah, and that guy also battles. All right. Actually, maybe it was an Ekans. Do I have an Ekans in my box? I don't think so. I also forgot to showcase the death box, but whatever. We'll look at it at some point. It is what it is. Alright, well, we gotta fight this guy first. Next, we're gonna go through Diglett's cave. I'm just gonna spray a repel. Speed run through there. He has an Arbok. The Diglett, by the way, was pretty funny. We couldn't actually bring it to Lieutenant Surge, which may be a good thing, because it might have got KO'd in there. He did have a surfing Raichu. It's kind of sketch. No flinch. Probably gonna get poisoned now, but it is what it is. Yeah, not surprised. I'll try to flinch him again, and I'll finish it with an ice punch. But the Diglett, you know, we get one encounter in Diglett's cave, and of course it was a Diglett, obviously. And well, maybe not obviously in this game, but obviously in the regular FireRed. But it was at level 28, and Surge's level cap is was 27. So that was really unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. we didn't get to use Diglett against the army of electric types. I'm not even gonna bother using a repel. I'm just gonna go heal this off real quick. And then after this, when we go back to Cerulean, I also actually never grabbed an encounter on Route 24. I know I talked about that last episode. I did the first time around when we on you know, the first attempt of the Nuzlocke when we lost to Misty, and it was a Tailo, which of course evolves at a super low level. So I had a Swellow against Misty, but you know, I lost my Ellie Kid when I tried to fight Gary on the Nugget Bridge, and that was why we ended up losing to Misty on the first time. So let me go ahead and spray a repel here. And unless we run into like a level 29 Doug Trio, actually I guess Croconaut's only at 28, so we might get more 28 Digletts, but yeah, here's one of them. If we pull a Doug Trio, it's probably going to have a different loading screen to start the battle. It'll be the white one instead of the black one. This one does not have arena traps, so that's nice. Don't have to waste a turn KOing it. Not bad, not bad. Can we make it out without finding the three-headed mole? It looks like we might. See if I get that lucky on the way back, though. I guess while I'm here, too, and thinking about it, I should probably grab the old Amber. I always thought there was not, like, a berry or an item up here. This game's trolling. They definitely move around a lot of stuff. Yeah, let me just grab this real quick. There's no reason not to. And maybe I revive this as my Cinnabar Island encounter. We'll see. Let me take that off your hands, big dog. Yep. I will gladly get this old Amber examined for you. That's a very powerful Pokemon. And very fast with 130 base speed, just like Jolteon. Hitting 394 at a Jolly Nature level 100 with the 252 EVs on it. You already know. Alright, now we're going over here, by the way, to get Flash, obviously, because we're going to need that for what's it called? The rock tunnel. Talk to this nerd right here. As long as we got 10 species, which we know we have 15. And there we go. There's Flash. Alright. For a minute there, I thought he just gave me Rock Smash. I was kind of confused. I was like, because normally in Vanilla FireRed, you don't even get Rock Smash until, like, post-game. Well, not post-game, but when you get to the Sevi Islands on Island number 1. But for some reason, I thought HM05 was Rock Smash. I was tripping for a sec. Hey, you never know. Maybe in this ROM hack, they might have made it so you don't need Flash, but we definitely still do. I'm just curious if there was anything different here, but I don't even care about the trade guy. I'm trying to trade us probably a Mr. Mime still. Alright, quick little pit stop for Flash. I could probably give it to Trico, but I don't really want to. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And there was no Bulbasaur or Charmander anywhere over here. So that makes me think they might, or hopefully are both on the path over towards Rock Tunnel. They gotta be somewhere around here though, because there was a Squirtle. And of course, because, you know, we found all 3 of the Hoenn starters and then all 3 of the Johto starters, so. The Kanto trio is somewhere around here. We just only have a third of it so far. I still have never fought this guy, by the way, with his Butterfree, so let's just Ice Punch this thing with Croconaw. Easy money. Just so that, you know, later in the game, if I come back here, I don't want to have to fight him again with a much higher level team. Alright, Ledian. Easy money. Okay, never mind, that only did half. I mean, Ledian does have good special defense, it just has no offenses. And then we'll see if we can one-shot Butterfree. Assuming he still has it, but who knows. Of course, it's a Ninjask. Dude, what if I run into a Shedinja in this playthrough? That could get sketch. I mean, of course, it's no problem for Croconaw with Bite, but you already know that could go sideways real quick if I don't have an answer for that. But let's just hope that doesn't happen. You know, probably will, because obviously you saw Ninjask. It has all 386 Pokemon in this hack. By the way, this was the dude right here that hooked us up with Chikorita. For anybody that, you know, wants to play this game for themselves. And Totodile was just off to the right of Misty's gym, but it was blocked behind the house. You know, the house that got robbed and trespassed in, and then that's where you get the Dig TM right outside that. Rather than try to explain it, let me just show you. It was this NPC right here. Now, hopefully we could find another Taillow as our first encounter here in Route 24. Because, you know, the more bird types we get for Erika, the better. And let's just do this. I could also fish in the water, but I'd rather just take one of these and see if I get lucky again. I do. Okay. Well, step 1. You know, we gotta make sure I don't KO it, and then we gotta try to catch it as well. Honestly, I would KO it with any of those attacks. So let's just raw dog some Great Balls here and hope for the best. But that's clutch. We find another Taillow. Of course, this is a Nuzlocke. I gotta remember that, so I can only catch the first encounter. We almost get it at full HP. It's not bad, but... Do I have anybody with T-Wave? No. Electabuzz tried to learn T-Wave, but I said nah. I guess I could go to Grovyle and like absorb it a couple times. If it breaks out of this Great Ball, I'll probably do that. Because it's not like Taillow. Even with Wing Attack, it ain't going to kill my Grovyle. It would need to hit like 4 of them, but... We catch it on the second ball, so that's not bad. And we're going to need a lot of rare candies to get this thing to 35, but as it's only halfway there. But we'll deal with that later, once we get to Celadon. And let's hope I can find a way to burn it, too. Because, well, assuming it's going to have guts. I think that was actually the only ability Swallow had, right? Or did they also give it Keen Eye like they give to every other bird? I don't actually know. Of course, every Swallow I ever used back in the day, I made sure it was a guts one, but... The more I think about it, it probably only has one. Oh, who are you up there? Okay, that has to be a Bulbasaur or Charmander, so let me just go deposit him on. That way I can save spam for like a good nature. Because I'm not gonna lie, I do actually kind of want to use Zard in this. I'm not a big Zard guy, I've talked about that before. I think Zard's overrated. Mainly because the Pokemon Company just gives Zard way too much love and it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna deposit Trapinch. Might as well peep this Taillow while we're here. Calm Nature could not be worse. Nice. But it does have guts, though. Well, I mean, anything that lowers attack is just awful. So, Calm, Bold, or Modest would have been the 3 worst right there. Let me go ahead and disable this, oh, that's the wrong one. Trapinch. I'll disable Kingler as well and move him into spot number 3. And then I'm assuming... Let me just try to walk as I do this. I'm assuming this is going to be either Bulbasaur or Charmander. Well, it's got to be one of the two. And then we'll add whichever one it is up there. Who am I looking for, Kingler? Yeah. Okay. So that's not bad. That'll be one of them right there. And then we just got to find the other one. I think they got to both be on the route. I don't know where else they would be. But yeah, that was an unfortunate get for Swellow. But again, if we can burn it, of course that'll, you know, give it an attack boost. So it'll be fine. I'm going to throw Electabuzz out there. Electabuzz has Ice Punch as well. Just learned it naturally. And normally this chick has all grass types. Normally it's like Bulbasaur and Oddish. But now she has a Sunflower Seed. Because why not? So we will go for Ice Punch, I guess. Yeah, why not? I don't even know what I was thinking about right there, but... I was actually thinking about the Sunflower Seeds in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Well, Sunkern and Sunflora are in there, and Purity Forest as well, but I wasn't actually thinking about the Pokemon, I was thinking about the items. There's Sunflower Seeds all over that game, and they do a bunch of different things. There's probably like 20 different items that look like a Sunflower Seed. Alright, C-Dot, you get Ice Punch to the dome as well. Easy money, man. Get him up and get him out. Am I over leveled for this yet? For this route? Yeah, I am. Oh well. We're not really here to like play through the story of this. I'm not reading any character dialogue like I do in regular Pokemon playthroughs. This is a hardcore Nuzlocke. We're just here to beat ass. That's it. So we're going to be mashing through all the character dialogue. I might read it for important characters like gym leaders. I think I've been doing that so far. And even like when we go fight Giovanni and stuff like that. But for regular scrubs like this, you know, it's irrelevant. We've all, anybody watching this, you know, we've all played through Kanto 50 plus times in our careers. Well, let's just bang out the battles and get to where we want to get to. This is still Aerial Ace, which is nice. That's really good TM, obviously. And Buddy here is about to have a lot of rock types, so let's go ahead and put Wartortle out here. Never mind, we juked him out. Easy money. See if we can juke her out, too. No, buddy. Alright, Bug Catcher. Alright, well, I was gonna say I don't have anybody with Aerial Ace. Obviously, I didn't teach you yet, but... You know what, Wartortle could probably handle this. Let's try out this Water Pulse. I still have the TM for Water Pulse, by the way, from Misty. This is... Wartortle just learned it himself. Although it's probably going to be a 3-hit KO against this bulky bastard. Well, it was going to be, but I got the confusion. Okay. Hey, there we go. Clean 2-hit KO without even taking any damage. First time clicking Water Pulse, get the confusion. Let's go, baby. You got the Illumise and the Volbeat. Yep, you got them both. This one is the Giga Threat offensively because it gets Tail Glow. And that's why it's not as bulky as Illumise. I mean, it's a way better Pokemon, but because it can actually do damage, unlike the other one. Alright, buddy. Go back to Jellyfish Fields with your little net there. And I'm gonna say before I interact with this NPC because... Oh, wait. I haven't got an encounter on this route, right? I wasn't even thinking about that. Didn't even care. I guess I'll catch this not to. Why not? Go for a couple rapid spins and then sling some Great Balls at it. Wait, this won't let me check the nature. Well, yeah, well, I just have to go deposit this one. That was annoying. I'm gonna run back, deposit the Natu, and then come back and talk to this NPC. Wait, could he kill me with a crit on the next one? I think I live a crit. Actually, no, I don't, but I'm 99% sure this Great Ball will catch it from here. So I shouldn't even have to worry about that. Yeah. Okay, well that's cool, but we'll use Natu later. Not gonna use it right now. And yeah, that's not somebody who battles you, so that's it's got to be one of the Kanto starters. Natu, get the hell out the party, man. Although, you know, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon lately, so I'd like to try out a Xatu. Something I never really used back in Johto, because it's a pretty bad Pokemon, but in a Nuzlocke, might be goated. Who knows? Let's see what kind of nature we got on it. Lonely? Terrible. Actually, it helps the flying attacks. Early bird, too. That could actually come in handy. Okay, hold on. We might actually use that against Erika. I don't know. I was just thinking about early bird because what if Erika tries to spam a lot of sleep powder? I wouldn't be surprised if that's what goes down in that gym. Poison powder, sleep powder, stun spore, all of it. And actually, come to think of it too, like a lot of grass types in Gen 3 got chlorophyll. So I feel like, oh yeah, we juked this guy out last time. Damn it. I think I still have Wartortle in front. Yeah, I do. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bunch of Sunny Day going on in there. I gotta also keep that in mind. I could see some Sunny Day chlorophyll and then like spreading around status with all three of those status moves that I was just talking about. That could definitely get weird. Nose pass. I'm still recovering from being sick, by the way, so hopefully I don't cough too many times. I know it's going to be extremely annoying and unprofessional, but I can't control it right now. I'll try to mitigate it by drinking a bunch of water. But we'll see. We're just going to have to power through it. Alright. This guy said keep it coming, and then he said, wait, I don't have any more Pokemon. What a scrub. Alright, we still gotta juke this guy out again as well. Easy money. Get outplayed, scrub. What is this? A leaf stone? Not bad. Alright, perfect. Well, assuming I did deposit somebody and I only have 5 on me, but we're about to find out. Oh, it's Bulbasaur. Okay. Nice. Damn, straight to the point. That was like the quickest line yet. Alright. What did we get on this old Bulbasaur? Naughty nature. That helps for the poison attacks, but not the grass. Honestly, though, like, you know, almost every dual attacker, I've said this before, all the starters, they're all mixed attackers anyway. Because it's either like firefighting, grass poison, water ground. That's all mixed attackers. Lowering Spadef is not great. But to be honest, I probably am not going to use Bulbasaur that much anyway. Let's go ahead and give it one rare candy to evolve to Ivysaur real quick. Just because Ivysaur looks cool. And then that's the sprite I'll download here as he's evolving. Oh, but first we gotta learn Sweet Scent. That actually does have uses with attracting wild Pokemon. Like instantly, so you don't have to walk far in, but I don't really need it. Alright. Let's watch this Evo. Where is the sprite? Why can't I find this? H-I... It's in alphabetical order, so you'll hear me do this a lot when I'm looking through the folder. Okay, there's Ivysaur. Not bad. I don't know why I was going to go look at his stats again. We literally just did that. Great. Another Natu. See if I can OHKO it with Bite. Get a little boost to my special attack. Well, won't actually affect my stat, but it'll give me a single EV probably towards special attack. So if we KO 4 Natus, we will get a +1 in special attack. Alright. Let's keep it pushing here. It's hard. I feel like it's already been a half hour and I haven't even made it to Rock Tunnel. I take forever getting to where I'm trying to go. Alright, Electabuzz, I think you can handle this this bug catcher guy here. And it looks like there is still a berry in front of that hiker, all the way like tucked up against the corner of the rocks. So I gotta make sure I grab that one too. Electabuzz, by the way, once we do get through Rock Tunnel, of course we can get the T in Celadon, and that'll let us cross over into Saffron. And you know, of course, in Saffron City, that's where the Psychic TM is, and that's gonna give an Electabuzz a really good way to hit all these poison types. But again, getting a little ahead of myself here. Let's just take it one battle at a time, because it could go sideways real quick. And a Venonat. That probably dies with Thunder Punch. Alright. Easy money. Ugh. It's really annoying when it comes on like this. I should probably invest in some cough drops, but I never buy them. Because I never get sick. Is there anything up here? Nah. Wasting my time to battle that kid. Turn around the other way, buddy. There we go. Alright. And this is actually a new route. Route 10. But you know what? Aha! Who is that in the grass? You're not normally there. That's my Charmander, I think. I think I'm going to save the Route 10 encounter for a water type later. I mean, we can always come back and hit this grass if we need to, but let's deposit Ivysaur and get a good Charmander here. Because I don't think there's normally an NPC in the grass like that. See ya, Ivysaur. It's been real. It's been real. It's been fun, but it has not been really fun with you on the team, Ivysaur. Trying to get through my jokes without choking on air. Alright. Let's do this. Hit a save real quick. But we can come back and get this Route 10 encounter at any point, as long as I remember that I didn't do it. We could do water or grass, you know, even before the Elite Four, and just rare candy it up. Okay, that was not a Charmander. Got it. Please don't tell me you shoved it down by the power plant. Wait, why is this open? Huh? This is just straight up open? Oh, that's actually cracked. Okay. I've never seen an open fence here before. Let's get it. Well, I just stepped right on the berry. Maybe Charmander's in Rock Tunnel, who knows? That was kind of lame. And do I need to heal? No. Let's just get in there. I don't know why I was gonna go back and heal. We didn't even like fight anybody. I need to find this lizard before we go any farther. But I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe it's in here. Oh. Okay. I want to get into his spot though so he stops walking. Think I could time it? No. Okay, whatever. Let's just save and catch him this way. Give me my dragon, bro. Here we go. Okay. No nickname, we're just looking for a modest or timid. You already know. Jolly? Well, I mean, that's not bad because of it'll boost the flying attacks, but it does lower our firepower. Interesting. I mean, the special attack's way better anyway. It does suck to lower it. But that is kind of cracked and I don't really feel like resetting. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a single rare candy again just to get it to a Charmeleon. Jolly's it's not great, I'm not gonna lie, because that does lower the, you know, it lowers the special attack, so we're not as strong with the fire moves, but is what it is. Charmeleon, save, oops. I just smacked the shit out of my mic, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Okay, let me come back over here to OBS and add this guy. There we go. Let me actually, again, I don't need to go back in here. We already know the stats, but I just want to see what his special attack looks like. It's pretty even with attack. You know, so I might have got a good IV. That's what I was trying to look at here. So actually, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but that might be a halfway decent Charmeleon. Well, let's just keep pushing here. Repel. Nice. I already have supers. Now this nerd here normally has a Cubone and a Slowpoke, or is that the next guy? Either way, Grovyle bones both of them, so let's put them in front. Alright. But, you know, not the best Charmeleon. I probably should have looked for Timid or Modest, but at the end of the day, right, it's also another mixed attacker. So I think it's better. Well, it's not better, but it's fine to have Jolly because the special attack, Charizard's special attack is higher than physical. So it's a decent balance, but really I wanted to use Zard for the fire attacks, not for the flying, so it is what it is. Grovyle needs to learn a new move, by the way. This is ridiculous. With just Absorb and Bullet Seed. Like, this Pokemon could be really, really good on my team, but his moveset is just awful. Because Absorb is 20 BP and Bullet Seed is only 10. Although I'm going for Bullet Seed because decent odds it hits between 3 and 5 times at that point. You know, it's more damage than... This guy's not normally here either. Wait, does this guy teach Rock Slide right here? What? Okay, no, I'm gonna do this later, but normally this guy's buried much deeper into the tunnel here. Okay, what is this? I mean, it's still the same layout, but normally, because there's still the super nerd right here. Normally, it's dark at this point, and so I didn't even need to go get Flash. Wonderful. I was about to teach Flash right here, but I didn't need to. But it's still, it doesn't look icy like this. It's still look, he better not have an ice type because I got Grovyle in front, by the way. Normally this guy just has a Slowpoke. That's it. Oh, it's a Kecleon. Okay, I was going to say it is still just the Slowpoke, but it's not. Well, that is not great. I think I go... I could Bullet Seed it and then Ice Punch it. Actually, that's fine. This is gonna do nothing, by the way. Because now, yeah, after the first hit, now he's a Grass type. But I think I just go out to somebody and Ice Punch it, whether that be Croconaut or Electabuzz. Psybeam, okay. As long as you don't have no Grass attack, I think Croconaut's fine. I'll just go with Electabuzz though. I know you don't have no ground attack, but you might have like a grass attack or something. Does a lot because of the crit or whatever. We're just gonna punch this idiot in the face. Probably gonna live, and we'll finish it off with the Karate Chop. Because now it's an ice type. Easy money. Screech. All right, man. Don't be screeching at me, bro. Kind of sus, Kecleon. We're going to be seeing your ass later in Mystery Dungeon. And we're going to be yoinking the items off your magic carpet. You already know, man. You already know. Okay, and then this chick normally has grass type. She actually has a Bulbasaur in the base game. So let me put Buzz up there, assuming it's still grass types. And then hit a potion real quick. Maybe also one on Grovyle, too. And actually, I only have one more. Let's just use it. Because at this point, I just bought a couple supers. at the previous shop. I should get more when I get to Celadon, but a revive, hilarious game. Those I actually cannot use at all. I think. Can you use revives in Nuzlocke? Like when do you ever get to bring back a dead Pokemon? I don't think that's possible. So I'm kind of guessing that revives. I'm probably just gonna sell those to the store. I don't think you can actually use them. Surprised that actually O-code Gloom right there. But getting Psychic against all these grass poison types that Erika's gonna have is even stronger than, because Ice Punch is only 75 and Psychic is 90. Roselia lives, but we freeze it because we're a lot more shice than a Roselia. And yeah, can now finish it with Quick Attack. Easy money. I feel like Erika's gym is gonna be extremely annoying, by the way. But we're going in blind and we're just going to raw dog that fight as well. It's what I do best. I think this guy you can juke out, right? Yeah. Then you got to at least fight one of the two hikers. We're not doing that with Buzz. We're going back to Grovyle. When does Grovyle learn Leaf Blade, by the way? Like, maybe that's 29, I guess? 30, 31? I don't know. Something like that. I know it gets it before... Whoops. This is out of my face. I was spamming like the L1, R1 buttons on my PS4 controller. I forgot that in Hard Gold Soul Silver that actually brings up like the help menu. No, normally I kind of click those while I'm waiting for Pokemon to get sent out. Because in most Pokemon games it doesn't actually do anything, but I forgot in this game it does. Okay, here's 29. Are you actually going to get Leaf Blade? You are. Okay. That's not bad. Honestly, I thought that came later at like 30 or 31. Wait, 90? What do you mean 90? Normally it was 70 in Gen 3. Okay. Hell yeah. That's way better. What would be the reason to ever keep Bullet Seed? I don't see one. At least Absorb, I can drain like 5 HP back. But I think it's time to get rid of Bullet Seed. We actually can dish out damage now with this Grovyle. No way. Oh, I'm going to be Leaf Blading everybody. All the little Geodudes in this cave here. Alright, I'm actually going to use up this regular Repel that I found too. Because that's pointless. Oh yeah, Soothe Bell. I don't have any Friendship Evos right now, but... So just one Snowy floor and then it's back to normal? That's weird. Interesting. And also interesting that the Rock Slide guy was on the first floor. Like, what is in that spot? It's on the next floor where you normally get Rock Slide. Oh, we're ripping Leaf Blades for days right here. 90 base power is insane. I mean, it's what Leaf Blade is in modern day, but back in Gen 3 it was only, I'm pretty sure it was only 70 base power. Onyx? Sorry, buddy. Sturdy doesn't work like that yet. See ya. Ain't no way you're living that. Probably would have lived a 2-hit Bullet Seed, though. Maybe. Onyx has pretty bad SpDef. Wait, I haven't gotten an encounter in here yet, either. Or did I? No, I was thinking about the not to. The Charmander does... I'm not counting static encounters. So wait, they made an icy floor so you could get ice types. That's why they made that icy floor. Well, I have a Repel active right now. Do I want an ice type or would I rather get an encounter in this room? I need more ground types, bro. I'm not trying to get a freaking Seal or Dugong on the next floor. Let me let this Repel wear off. I'm gonna grab something in here. I think I'd much rather have an encounter up at this point. No way I run into a freaking pseudo legendary. Although Beldum has a shit capture rate. There's no way you die to Pursuit, right? No way. I'm gonna click it. If this dies to Pursuit, I'm an idiot. But oh, it's not okay. It's okay. It's Gen 3. It's Gen 3 typing. Oh, he does have takedown though. So back in Gen 3, Steel resisted Dark. It doesn't in current gen, so like Dark moves are actually super effective on Metagross and Bronzong and other Steel Psychic types. But back in Gen 3, because it was the resistance plus the super effective, they would cancel each other out and just make it a neutral hit like it is right here. That's right, Beldum only gets takedown though. It only gets takedown and has like a really shit capture rate. This would be insane though to pull a Metagross right here. Oh, I wish I had somebody with T-Way. I'm about to rip all my Great Balls right here. No shot. My nose is leaking. I had to wipe that real quick. You know, you weren't looking at me anyway. You were looking at the Beldum, so it's all good. I could definitely live one more, but then I probably got to switch out. Damn, I wish I had a Ghost type on me. He couldn't hit me with takedown. Because he's going to kill himself. That's the problem with takedown here. Alright. Let somebody else take these hits. War Turtle's the bulkiest guy I got. That's really unfortunate. I don't have a T-Wave or even a Sleep Powder user on me right now. This would be an insane pull, but honestly, I'm not even expecting catches. I feel like he's gonna kill himself to recoil. Like this whole evolution line just has the worst catch rate of all time. I've had plenty of experiences trying to catch Beldums over the years, and even Meetangs in black and white. You can find wild Meetang. Those would take forever to try to catch those things. Come on, baby. Yes! We got our first pseudo-legendary of the Hardcore Nuzlocke. Let's go, dude. That was a huge encounter. No way. Again, the nature on this also won't really matter because Steel is physical and Psychic is special, so it's going to be a mixed attacker as well. We'll go find that later in the Pokemon Center. That was a crazy pull. A Beldum, dude. No shot. Okay. Now you got my attention. Now you got me excited. We could easily beat up all these hikers, but again... You know what? But before I repel, I want to see what kind of ice types are in here. It's got to be that. Why else would they do that? Yeah, see, there we go. Imagine catching a freaking Spiel over a Beldum. Yeah, right, buddy. Couldn't be me. Although Celio is a cool Pokemon. Walreign's okay too, but Spiel and Celio, those are some cool guys right there. All right. Yeah, we could go ahead and use Grovyle here. I want to see what's down here where you normally get Rock Slide though. I could save Rock Slide for Metagross. That's not bad. Puff? We could deal with Puff. No way I got a Beldum, bro. That was so sick. Actually, that might work against Erika too if I can get like a Psychic attack on me. It probably have Confusion by the time it evolves into Meetang. Hoot Hoot's so ass I could probably two-shot it with a Leaf Blade. Even with the resistance. Yeah. See how fun this game actually could be when you have attacks to dish out damage? It's kind of tough when you only... Like, if I had Bullet Seed here, it would take about 12 Bullet Seeds to drop a Hoot Hoot. AKA clicking it about 4 times. Maybe 3 if I got lucky. A Leaf Blade. Little... 2 hits, you're out of here. See ya. Meowth. See ya. Join your buddies. Alright, this Grovyle's cracked now, but of course, you know, Grovyle and Charmeleon and even War Turtle, they're not going to evolve before Erika. Croconaw will, however. And speaking of, maybe we just let him... It's only 1 level away. Let's go ahead and finish this off. Oh, maybe... Okay, I thought the Rock Slide guy was down there. Maybe he was up top. Oh, there's Nubs down here. I didn't even think about the Nub, too. That's a fire Pokemon. But this is only goes up to Gen 3, so I wouldn't even be able to get Memo anyway. It would just be Piloswine. So never mind, never mind. I was just kind of curious what what else was in here, but these super repels need to come up top, by the way. Well, rare candy's got to stay all the way up top. All right, my bad. Jeez. Yeah, okay. This was just an item up here. That's right. So normally the rock slide guy is down bottom there. Buddy, not only can we beat your power, but we're about to evolve into a Feraligatr after this fight, so go ahead and send out your little flexing rocks. Easy money. Actually, never mind. But this won't give enough experience, these 3 months. Unless his Graveler gives like 1200, but I feel like it's only like 800. Yeah. Okay, we're good, we're good. He has an Onyx. Even if you just had another Geodude in the back. Like, this will get me to probably like 90%. Maybe even get me to level 30. No, it's, yeah, about 80%, 85. But you do have a Graveler, so this guarantees we're getting Feraligatr here. Okay, not bad. Let's peep this special attack and see how much it goes up by. So 89 HP, that should probably be about 100. Only +1 special attack, even though we're modest. You know, it's still an even split. So 45, and learning Crunch. Okay. Well, ain't no reason for Bite. The only reason is to get flinches, but it's not a stab type attack, so we're gonna need the extra boost in power from Crunch. Alright, Gator, welcome to the squad, buddy. Speaking of, I don't think I have that sprite either. Maybe. I didn't. Okay. Croconaut's right here. I love Feraligatr's Cry. It's a classic. Agility? Yeah. Essentially the same thing as Scary Face, right? Because, well, it's not. It's better. Because agility, obviously, I get a +2, which stays for the rest of the battle. Scary Face is essentially the same thing, though. It's cutting their speed in half, which is essentially doubling mine. But once I KO the enemy, then I'd have to click it again. So that's why agility is just way better. Okay. That's a nice little set, huh? Well, except for Water Gun, but what are you looking at, man? Turn around. So, I mean, obviously Water Gun's ass, but we'll get Surf eventually. I don't need to use Pump. I'm not gonna try to miss pumps out here. By the way, his special attack barely went up at all. It went up the same as the attack. They were kind of neck and neck. Like 49, 48. Now it's 62 apiece. But again, it's a Gator. His stats are pretty mid overall. But agility, like Ice Punch and Crunch for coverage, and then Water Stab with Surf eventually, this thing could be really good for the playthrough. Not gonna lie. No point in fighting those scrubs. We just got the one more on the way out of here. And let's go ahead and use Gator. See how strong it is. Okay. Delcatty, good for you. We got the cheeks on the screen and the frozen fist to the cat's face. Easy money. Okay, I don't know how that only did half, but it is what it is. Ha! Joke's on you, Delcatty. Trying to attract me when I'm already attracted. Damn it. Dumbass crocodile. Alright, let's try it again. I'm just too lazy to switch right now. I'm just gonna stay in. Alright. Okay. Now we're gonna switch, actually. We'll just go Buzz. That was annoying. Okay, if we switch in and just get yelled at right away by Karen the Delcatty over here, you need to calm down. Thunder Punch, I mean, Karate Chop would have killed it, but Thunder Punch also should, yeah. Alright, Buzz gets to 30. It's not bad. But again, we're just going to jam rare candies down everyone's throat once we get to Erika here. Is there any... I do have a Vulpix with Will-O-Wisp. Is there any double battles? I think there is one, actually. I could burn my Taillow. Speaking of, here's a Swellow. I could evolve my Taillow into Swellow and then burn it before I get to Erika and just lead off with it and go ham. I mean, it'll probably get KO'd at some point, but then I got a bunch of fire types in the bag. That might actually be a play. Hold on, though. Is there anything over here? Nah. Wait, we might have the sauce to make quick work of Erika. I didn't even see what route this was, but I have a repel on, so I won't get an encounter here. Although, do I want to? Is it? Hold on. Is this still Route 10 where the power plant was? Yeah, I'm not gonna do the grass here. So we gotta remember, I was about to get sniped by this guy, but now we actually, does he even battle? Oh, he does. I couldn't even remember if he does or not. Hey, we have a sleeping for alligator. Great. He's got a shelter, which is annoying because if I switch into Grovyle, what if he randomly clicks Aurora Beam? Let's go Buzz instead. Icicle Spear. What was I starting to talk about before we got distracted by this guy? I think I was talking about the Route 10 with the power plant. But, I don't know. Whatever. Oh yeah, but trying to burn my my Swellow. I have an idea because I think there is a double battle here on this route. There's not very many double battles in Kanto, but there is actually one on this route. This might work out. It's gonna be annoying to give Swellow a lot of rare candies, but I have a Vulpix, and maybe I just give Vulpix Firestone as well. Because I'm pretty sure it has Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, I remember reading that in the intro for last time. So the only way I can do this is in a double battle, of course. No, I still need Kingler because there's berries on the route. Let's deposit War Turtle. Bring you out as well. For who? Probably Charmeleon for now. We'll deal with everybody else later, but I have a Firestone for Vulpix. And I have the rare candies for Taillow. And I might actually pull up Cerebi on my phone real quick to see about Vulpix's Learn set, because usually when you Stone Evo a lot of these Mons back in the first 3 gens, like once you get to their final Evo, they don't learn any good attacks. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to look up... That's the wrong button. No, I don't want double team. Who clicks double team, bro? I want to look up Vulpix's moveset. Don't you love it, by the way, how I have 3 computer monitors, yet I use my phone to pull up Cerebi? I could just pull it up on the other monitor over here. But I always have OBS taking up one whole monitor. I have the game on the second monitor. And then I have like a web browser open on the other side, but that's the PMD sprite repository to download all these sprites. Oh, okay, so it learns Flamethrower at 29. Vulpix. So I just need to give it 1 rare candy. And then, okay, we're gonna have a Ninetales with Flamethrower against Erika as well. Ember, we'll see ya. No point. And then, Safeguard at 33. Well, obviously Safeguard's terrible. And then Grudge at 37 and Fire Spin at 41. We can't go past 35 anyway, but... Alright, so let's do this. Now that we have Flamethrower, we just evolve the picks. we're kind of building a dirty squad here for Erika. I'm gonna have a burnt guts boosted Swallow in the lead, just going ham with wing attack. Then we got Ninetales in the back. I probably bring Quilava. Maybe Charmeleon, but I don't want to risk Charmeleon getting KO'd before it even becomes a Zard. But we got other birds, we got other fire types in the box. We'll finish building the team when we get to Erika, but let me update these two for now. Ninetales, and I should have the Swallow sprite from last time. So who did we deposit? War Turtle is this one. Into QRST Swallow. And Charmeleon for Ninetales, right? Where is Ninetales? Right here. Okay. Nice. How bad is Swallow's attack? 40? 40 is not terrible. Probably be like 50 by the time I get to 35. Actually, it should be even higher than that. And with the guts boost, I have to be really careful here though, because once I get burnt, I probably can't re-trigger that double battle at any point. So let me see if this double battles is still a thing, and then I'm gonna try to burn myself even before I get going here. We do have to do one of these two fights. This guy has the fire types though, so we'll let Gator deal with this. And then the double battle I think was up here towards the top. It might be a single battle, but I think you battle two of them at a time. I just don't know if they'll send out two Pokemon. Because again, Hoenn, they had a bunch of double battles because that was when they first introduced it. So they wanted to show it off. Oddly enough, Crunch is stronger than Water Gun. So is Ice Punch, unless like Water Gun's super effective. Because it's only 40 BP, so plus Stab. That only makes it 60 base power, whereas Crunch is 80 and Ice Punch is 75. That's how bad Water Gun is. I do have Water Pulse I could give Gator. We got that from Misty, right? But honestly, I could probably just wait till I get Surf. Because TMs are still only one-time use in this game, so I'd rather not use Water Pulse unless I really have to. I can probably hold out for Surf here. But yeah, of course, you know, when they introduced double battles in Hoenn, there was a lot of double battles versus NPCs, a lot. But then in like FireRed, Leaf Green after Hoenn, there really wasn't that many double battles at all. I mean, like, cause see they're up here. This should work, but let me save just in case I mess it up. But honestly, like in Kanto, there might only be like, I don't know, 4 or 5 double battles on the whole map, maybe even less. And this, I don't even know if this is one, to be honest. I should use a few more rare candies on Swallow. It might be a little under-leveled here. Let's go ahead and use 5 more. I saw that I had 425, so let's just get down to 420. And then, because I'm going to have to waste a turn, like, burning myself as well. And I don't know what their team is. Hopefully this works, man. I really hope this is a double battle. And then I can't heal before the gym fight, which is it's not a big deal. If this works, and it is a double battle, I'm about to save after. Because having Swallow burnt is going to be key to winning this gym battle. Or making it a lot easier. It is a double battle, okay. Against a couple of baby Pokemon, this won't be that bad. Let's go Wing Attack. Actually, I want to move that up front. Let's rearrange them like that. Wing Attack Togepi just in case it has Metronome and gets Thunder somehow. And then Will-O-Wisp myself. Of course you have Follow Me. Of course. I can't even Will-O-Wisp myself. Stupid ass Togepi. Well, I think Swallow had Focus Energy, so I could just click that over and over again. Alternatively, we could kill Togepi. And then I could burn myself, but I mean, really, it shouldn't even spam the move every turn, so I'll go for Wing Attack to take it out. and then try to Will-O-Wisp myself again, but okay. Gotta make sure before I kill a Azurill to get myself burned here. Imagine if I would have wing attacked a Azurill turn 1 and like somehow one-shot it, and then that thing literally just click follow me for the rest of the fight. I never would have been able to burn myself. That would have actually been hilarious. Alright, we got Swallow burnt, so we're good to go. We just flamethrower this thing now. Our wing attack's probably gonna Oko. Still doesn't, because Swallow's pretty bad in the attacking department. But that's alright. Once I hit level 35 and against a bunch of grass types where wing attack is super effective, I think we can put in some work there. Okay. First things first, save. I really don't want to mess this up. Oh yeah, and I still have Kingler too. I'm going to jump in there and grab some berries. Also, Route 8. Have I had an encounter on Route 8 yet? I don't think so. Let me check the town map before I repel. Because this was 5. We caught a Meowth on 5 by the daycare. Then when I came to Route 6, I found like 6 more Meowths in a row until we finally bumped into something else. But yeah, so I did get something on Route 11, but Route 8 is... I want to make sure there's no other part of Route 8. That's Route 9. Okay. So we can get something here. I might as well grab it right now. Let me put Swallow to the back. In for Grovyle. I get Grovyle. I need something weak that can like chip the Mons a little bit. Let's try to grab these 3 berries here. Rossberry, that's a good one. Alright, what's our encounter for Route 8? Another Meowth. That's Dupe's Claws. So we can re-roll that again. Already had Meowth. Although, oh, there's the Lumberry. That was the one I was looking for. Although my Meowth died. Pidgey. Of course I still have a Pidgeotto, so that's definitely Dupe's Claws. I might have trolled because Meowth died. Alright, I don't get an encounter on Route 8. Executive decision here. We'll deal with all these idiots later. The goal is to go fight Erika right now while I'm burnt. That's the only thing that matters. Let's go get that done. Where's the recording at? Oh, it's okay. Just over an hour. That's actually not bad. Started off rocky. Signature YouTube intro. I fumbled the bag, and I hit a really horrendous YouTube intro. So if anybody's, you know, still seeing it this deep into the video on YouTube, you know, shout outs to you. You're the GOAT. Because that's literally the worst part of my videos. Oh yeah, this is Route 7, by the way. Another new encounter. Okay, if it's a Meowth or something, I have to catch it. Have I really not had anything on Route 7? I'm pretty sure, but let me just double check. Yeah, no, this is... Okay. It's so funny how I have to second guess myself on, like, in a Nuzlocke, because normally I have all these routes memorized by heart, but I just want to make sure I don't mess up, and it's like, oh, no, you already had something on this route. That's another... That's kind of funny. Obviously, Dupe's Claws, because that's a duplicate since I have Swallow right now. So we can re-roll again. This is where you normally find Growlithe, so that would be dope. I don't know how this counts. I'm just gonna take it as a different Meowth. I feel like if the Mon dies, you can catch another one. I want to say that's how that works. It'd be really awkward if it's not, but again, Dupe's Claws isn't like a violation. It's just actually a way to like aid the player. So if anything, I'm hindering myself by catching another Meowth because Persian's. I mean, actually, Persian's not a bad Mon at all. This is not a bad capture here. We could probably use a regular Pokeball. Meowth has an easy capture rate. But really, like, Dupe's Claws, I think, is installed in Nuzlocke to aid the player so they don't, you know, have, obviously, duplicate Pokemon, but, like, you don't have, like, repeating Pokemon on the team because that, you know, you want the best variety you can get, right? But since the Meowth I had got KO'd, I'm gonna take that as a as like a fresh encounter. Don't heal at the Pokemon Center. I can't even deposit the Swellow because that actually works for healing as well. All right, let me check out some of these new guys, and let's build a team for. Oh, never mind. I know it's Jolly Charmeleon. We haven't seen these two yet. Or the Natu? No, I did look at the Natu, right? Lonely, yeah. Alright, again, the nature on this doesn't really matter. Lonely, that's actually fine. That boosts... Beldum has more physical attacks than it does special. Psychic is really the only special attack it would have. Or Psychic type moves. But, you know, like Shadow Ball, Earthquake, stuff like that. Steel attacks, those are all physical. So Lonely's fine, of course, Clear Body. And Lonely lowers physical defense, which Metagross has a really good one. So all in all, this is a pretty good Beldum. And if I could get Tang, I don't really want to bring this against Erika either. I think we got enough with what I got here. Grovile's got to sit on the bench for sure. Oh, this Meowth. Oh, he's holding a Nugget. Did I even look at it? It's a timid Meowth. That's awful. It does have pickup though, and he has a Nugget. Ah, well, Persian is really, really fast, and it's not strong anyway. On the physical side, so I guess timid isn't the worst in the world. Anyway, we'll have to see. I'll pull off that Nugget later. So what do we do? Did we bring Noctowl? He doesn't even have any good attacks, but he might get something by 35 because he only has Peck. Peck is just terrible. But Noctowl is super bulky, especially on the special side. We don't need Kingler anymore. Definitely don't want Kingler against Erika. I can't risk Gator either. It has Ice Punch, but it'd be smarter to bring the other Ice Punch guy, Electabuzz, over that one. Maybe Pidgeotto or Slugma. Slugma doesn't evolve. I'm just going to pull up Cerebi on this other monitor. I don't know why I always do it on my phone. Slugma, Cerebi. And then we'll have to switch it to Gen 3. Pretty sure he evolves at like 38. Yeah. So we can't get Mad Cargo before the gym. Actually, probably better. Because, oh, what's up, Sora? Thank you. I'm trying to build a team to go battle Erika right now. But it's actually better that Slugma than a Mad Cargo because the grass attacks would be neutral. Whereas pure fire type before he becomes Fire Rock. Maybe we just bring Pidgeotto then because Swablu doesn't evolve until... I don't think it evolves till much later. Like high 30s, low 40s. Trying to find it in the Gen 3 decks. Wouldn't it be towards the beginning of it? I guess it's not. Oh, here's Altaria. Oh, it evolves at 35. Okay. I'd be down for Altaria. So, Quilava, the Burnt Swellow, Ninetales, Noctowl. Only 2 fire types and 3 birds, and then Ice Punch on Electabuzz. Charmeleon, of course, level cap 35. I can't get Zard, so we're not bringing him yet. Oh, Natu would have been the other one. Okay, let's put Natu over Electabuzz for now. Let's get everybody up to 35, see what they get. And the worst Pokemon in the group probably gets swapped out for what's-his-face, Electabuzz. Oh, I gotta be careful with Swellow too because I can't even see the levels, but I know it's nowhere near 35. Let me do Swellow first. Endeavor? I mean, I guess if I'm at 1 HP, it's more useful than... oh, I still have Peck too. But I don't need Focus Energy. And then the sprites above my head, I'll switch them one side to side on the team, but... Let me just do this real quick, get everybody to 35. Well, I say real quick, it takes a few minutes, but... Anyway, Sora, if you're still in here, how you doing today? I hope you're having a good Friday night. This is my, you know, this is a good time when I'm doing the Rare Candy thing to, like, interact with chat, but I'm so used to having 0 people in my chat every time that I stream, so when people actually do show up, I'm like, you know, it's hard for me to remember. Because I'm just so used to nobody being here. Alright. Oh, you're good. Okay. That's what's up. Good, good. I'm glad you're having a good night. Ninetales has got Flamethrower. This, on paper, this should be the easiest gym yet, but I don't know. No, it's just me. I'm just yapping the whole time to myself because what I'm doing is like narrating this for anybody that watches it in the future on YouTube. I'm not in a Discord call with anybody right now. It's just me and my microphone trying to make the video somewhat entertaining for anybody who watches this on YouTube, you know, years from now. So that's why I'm always talking throughout the whole recording. I figured it was, you know, different style instead of just sitting here playing the game. Like, you know, nothing against the people that do that, like, don't have the face cam and stuff. And they don't narrate the videos. That's, like, the better way to do it. But I figure, you know, some people might like the interaction aspect of it. So I was like, oh, hell, you know, I'll do it with the camera and I'll just yap the whole time. It's probably annoying. I bet most people would find it annoying, but some people probably like the style, so that's just what I went for. I'll never need Ember. There's no point. But, yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I tried it this way. But there, you know, I've been watching YouTube over the years. There is like a fine line. It's about finding like a good balance of like how much to narrate and whatnot. Because, you know, like there's some videos that are super boring when nobody talks the whole time and it's just the gameplay. I prefer to, like, you know, listen to somebody talk the whole time, hear their thought process and all that. But with that being said, you can definitely, like, OD on it and talk way too much and then kind of become distracting for the viewer. So I'm just trying to find, like, what's a good balance. Crush Claw is garbage, by the way. Why would I even want this? I don't. Also, too, it's always in the back of my mind that to try to maybe even overtalk a little bit because my first YouTube channel, I didn't talk enough narrating the videos, and they were getting hit with like copyright claims because, you know, like the Pokemon Wild Battle music was getting a copyright claim for some reason in Johto, specifically in like Gen 2 Johto Wild Pokemon theme. And so it was super annoying, like, I didn't know how to handle that. I was like, what, is it copyright? Like, is that bad, you know? So I feel like, and I've read up that if you're talking a lot, you kind of talk over the music and then they don't get hit with copyright. Takedown sucks, but it does hit a lot harder than tackle. So we'll take it. I might not bring Noctowl if he only has Peck. That's going to be so bad. Well, thank you. That's, yeah. It's super awkward to do, like, if you've never done it before talking behind the camera. If you haven't seen my videos on YouTube yet, you should just check out, click on any of them. The intro is literally the worst part of the video. Because once I get going, I kind of, like, calm down a little bit. And it's just a natural, like, chill talking in front of the camera. But to me, it's, because it's still relatively new, I'm really bad at it. And, It's not even nerves, it's just like freezing up in front. I mean, I guess that's kind of nerves, but it doesn't feel like nerves. I just don't write anything down on paper. I don't script my intros. That's way easier to do if you're not actually on camera, because then I could sit there and just read the intro off a piece of paper, right? I always writing stuff down on my notepad. But I just full send it live with no practice, and the intros are just awful. But if people could just get through it, the rest of the video is kind of lit, you know? We'll take this over, Wish over Confusion, because I have extra sensory anyway. And we evolved it to Xatu pretty early, so that's not bad. I always forget what level this thing evolves at. But yeah, there's definitely a comfortability, or, you know, getting comfortable I guess comfortability factor. I guess that is a word, huh? Comfortability. It's comfortability. So it takes time. It is awkward to sit on camera. Wait, Magical Leaf. That's kind of cracked for ground types and water types. Although Nightshade's pretty good too. Peck is so bad that I'm gonna take Magical Leaf. Even though it's not gonna help against Erika, it'll help against other stuff. If Peck was the best thing this thing got, then I'm not taking it anyway. But yeah, it definitely takes time to get used to yapping in front of a camera. It's just something different, you know. Yeah. No, exactly. It's kind of with anything, right? Well, practice makes perfect, as they say, but you just need to get comfortable just doing stuff. By the way, Noctowl has an insane amount of HP. It's better to bring than Xatu, even though they both just have Peck. Xatu has the psychic coverage too, though. I do have Aerial Ace, but to put Aerial Ace on either Xatu or Noctowl, I feel like is a huge waste. I'd rather just save that for Charizard. If I'm being real. I mean, my thoughts anyway on this fight is that Swellow should be able to do a massive amount of damage before it dies to burn. Although, with that being said, Swellow's defenses are so bad that, like, if I don't Oko something, I might get one shot right back by a Sludge Bomb, but we'll see. Future Sight is interesting too, but... Oh, it's only... never mind, it's 80-90. Back in Gen 3, that's right. No, that's horrible. If it was like the 120-100 that it is today, yeah, we're taking that, but... Ain't no way I'm going in with 90% accurate Future Sight. Imagine clicking an attack just for it to come, you know, do damage 2 turns later and it'd miss. No way. And it's not even as strong as it is today. Takedown on Swablu is bad, and actually it's not even stab once it evolves to Dragon Flying, so there's no point. I'm definitely going to bring this against Erika for sure. Because they're just going to hard resist all the grass attacks. Like quad resist it. Being Dragon Flying. So that's not bad. And then I think I leave behind either Xatu or Noctowl for Electabuzz and his Ice Punch. I don't know. Maybe I bring another Fire type too. We could bring Slugma, but I feel like Slugma is just kind of sus. Until it evolves into my cargo. But this part is extremely tedious, but it is quicker than battling trainers, so... Yeah, Future Sight's way too situational. Honestly, 90% accurate is way too much of a turnoff. Damn, you don't even have any flying attacks either. That's tough. Just Peck. I also need to keep abilities in mind, right? Noctowl has Insomnia, so he can't even get hit by Sleep Powder. That's really good. And then Early Bird to wake up quickly. Natty Cure on Alt. That's really good as well. Although, what is everybody just has Peck? Wait, I could just get Fly right now, right? Hold on, I'm pretty sure I can get Fly right now. There's nothing. There's a double battle stopping it, but... Nah, that's an optional battle anyway. Let me grab the T. I could also go get Psychic for Zam. I mean, for Alakazam, for Electabuzz. I keep bumping that L1 button. I'll go grab Psychic in a minute, but let me see if I can get Fly right now and put that on Altaria. That actually can help a lot. Because natural cure to negate my status conditions, and then oh, right. I'll go get Kingler back. All right, we'll use Noctowl as well. Let me see Xatu's attack versus Noctowl's. But Noctowl has Insomnia and it's a lot bulkier. It's only half as strong though. Also, Xatu's faster. It might outspeed stuff. But Insomnia is just cracked on Noctowl. I'm going to leave Xatu behind. I mean, hopefully Swellow just 6-0s Erika. That's what I'm hoping for. And I don't even have to worry about it. But again, this is my first time in my whole life ever playing a Nuzlocke. Yes, it says attempt number 2 on the bottom. I know. So, okay, it's not my first time. It's my second time, but... this is the first Pokemon game that I've ever tried to Nuzlocke. And yes, the first 2 episodes on YouTube, I did lose to Misty. I get it. So, technically, it's my second one. I'm just thinking of all the keyboard warriors in the YouTube comments, you know. They're going to be there eventually. Be like, dude, it's not even your first time. Yeah, it is, man. Alright, we got the Psychic. I should be able to get Fly. I just need to pull King... Did I just heal? Oh. I thought I just went in the Pokemon Center and healed. Because I was like, wait, why didn't I pull Kingler out for cut? I genuinely thought it... Because whenever you go to the counter and you just mindly, you know, mash the A button to heal your party, I genuinely thought I did that and I would have just healed my... I gotta be careful. I'm trying not to heal the burn off of Swallow. Oh, I need to bring somebody with cut to even get into her gym. Ugh, we might have to bring Kingler. There's a lot of Pokemon that can learn cut. Maybe Xatu can. I don't know. Let me see. Anybody else besides Kingler learn it right now? Oh, Quilava. Okay, we'll give it to Quilava then. So I don't need to bring Kingler. Hell no. Never need to rely on Smokescreen. Okay. So we'll put Kingler back in place of Electabuzz. I'll teach Electabuzz Psychic, then go grab Fly. Give that to both, well, not all the birds in the party. I guess I could give it to Swallow too, but Fly misses. But I need to give it to Altaria and Noctowl. It's the only way they can even deal damage in this gym. And then I think this will be the squad to do it. Also, do I really want to give Electabuzz Psychic? I think I do. The only reason I'm even having second thoughts is because of finding that Metagross. But honestly, would Metagross learn it? I feel like he probably would. He's near the bottom of the Pokedex. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Metagross learned Psychic. So we can go ahead and rip this right now onto Electabuzz. Finally get rid of Karate Chop. We don't need that anymore. That's an insane moveset for Electabuzz too. It's crazy. Alright, then let's try to snake our way over to grab Fly and avoid that other double battle. I need to save that to maybe burn myself later in the future. I also, of course, can get a wild encounter here as well in the city, because we could fish or surf in that little patch of water. Pretty sure you can avoid this just by, yeah, staying on the bottom. Okay. Alright. We're ready to go. Let's get this next gym badge here. Alright. Thank you very much. Any other items over here? Nope. Alright, let's go see what we can do. There is, of course, a couple of trainers. That was close. By the way, I might actually use Snorlax in this playthrough. Give bro Shadow Ball. What is Agatha gonna do against the Snorlax in the Elite Four? We're gonna rip apart her team with Lax. I kind of think that might be a good idea. I don't know. I'm gonna ignore everything else in town. We're gonna do that all like next episode. I think I'm just gonna fight Erika and then call it a day for this episode in the YouTube playlist, because I do want to go play some more Mystery Dungeon tonight. Alright, we need to hit fly a couple times. Please tell me this got buffed to 100 accuracy. It's 90-95, damn. If I give it to Swellow, he might actually Oko stuff. I probably should. I just don't want to miss a fly. That'd be so bad. It depends what she sends out. Because, like, Tangela has, you know, pretty bad special defense. It's way better physical defense. I probably should switch into Ninetales and Flamethrower that, but... Oh, yeah. Good thing I didn't level cap Electabuzz yet. I put everybody to 35 like an idiot. I shouldn't have done that until I got to Erika. Because somebody might hit 36 and then they're not allowed in the gym fight. So I guess the quickest way there would be... Oh, well, I guess we're fighting her. Okay, we'll just fight these two then. And the one on Erika's left. I think that's the least amount of trainers you have to do. Why do you have a C dot? Pet. Alright, I'm gonna have to let Electabuzz fight everybody on the way to Erika, and then I'll cap him at 35. And I gotta switch the sprites. I'm trolling. I always forget to do that. I get so excited to battle, man, and I don't even switch the sprites around. And Weeping Bell. Alright. Octowl. Altaria. Fire Punch? What the heck? Okay, we'll see you later. Quick Attack. I was not expecting that. So this is literally like a Gen 2 Alakazam set. Psychic and then the 3 Elemental Punches. Although we're not a Psychic type, we're an Electric type, but you see what I'm getting at. Okay. That's, yeah. Quick Attack was actually kind of cool, but Fire Punch is insane. I was not expecting that. Well, I wasn't expecting an Ice Punch either, but I feel like those would have came in quick succession. But anyway, alright. Let's beat up this one real quick. Let me save the Altaria. I already had it, just kidding. Alright, I can start to swap these around while we try to deal with this Executor. Let's test out this new Fire Punch. Altaria, Kingler, you're definitely not here. Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. You gotta remember, I'm naive nature, so, whew, I did a shit ton. The next one doesn't kill either, so I kind of need to switch here. I know Noctowl has a massive special defense stat, but Alt should be pretty good too. 88. Oh, Altaria's is better. Ninetales' was pretty good too, but hard switching into a Psychic is kind of crazy. But he goes Magical Leaf, get predicted scrub. Just kidding. Alright, we could tank. And, oh, I'm faster anyway. Alright, what am I trying to do over here in OBS? Kingler, we're switching for Noctowl. And I think that's everybody. Maybe there's one more that needs to be swapped. I'll look in a sec. Hold on, where is this Noctowl, dude? Ninetales Noctowl right here. Oh, Feraligator's not with me. Feraligator for Quilava, which I don't even think I have. No, I don't have this one. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Erika time. Alright. Rare candies first on Electabuzz, though. Quilava, where are you, buddy? Q, R, S, right before R. Boom. Okay. Is that correct? Quilava, Ninetales are tall. Oh, yeah, the 3 birds, the 2 Firemons, and Electabuzz. Okay. I think we're good to go. I'm genuinely hoping that Swellow... Well, okay, obviously I'm hoping that Swellow 6-0s Erika, but if Swellow can get 3 KOs before it goes down, I'll be feeling really good about this fight. Wow. Thunderbolt. Okay. See you later, Thunder Punch. That's way stronger. Nice. Electabuzz's moveset's insane. I mean, it's the starter Pokemon. I'm sure Jinx and Magmar have insane movesets too, but... Alright. Potions. I didn't even buy enough potions, but that's fine. Maybe I have an Oranberry. I can't use potions in battle, so it doesn't matter. I'm just using them all up right now. Maybe I have an Oranberry for that last 10 HP on Buzz. Speaking of berries, I can also attach berries. I do have an Oranberry. Look at that. Perfect. Alright, Swellow. The only thing Swellow status it can get hit with is Confusion. It can't get paralyzed, poisoned, put to sleep, you know, any of that. So we'll give Swellow a Persim Berry. The only thing it can make use of. Now, Chesto Berry, I don't need it for Noctowl. Altaria doesn't really need it. I mean, Altaria can use any of them, but I could switch out with Natural Cure. Noctowl's got Insomnia, so maybe he would get like a Cherry Berry or something. So I guess for Electabuzz, we'll go Chesto. We'll go Cherry Berry for Quilava. Pecha, Ross, I don't really care about any of those, really. These don't do anything. Alright. Swellow, let me just make sure Swellow's at 35 and not past that. Okay, 35. 62 attack is pretty ass, but I'm burnt, thankfully, so we'll be able to hit like a truck. Okay. Preparations are complete. Erika, how you doing this evening? I'm Dude. Nice to meet you. I'm here in search of my 4th gym badge. Let's see. Come on, baby. We gotta do this. Oh, wait. I was mashing. I got so damn excited I was mashing through the text. My bad. Let me back up here. Dang it. I already ruined it, though. I was supposed to read all of it. My name is Erika. I am the leader of Celadon Gym. I am a student of the art of flower arranging. I'm a student in the art of beating ass and getting gym badges. So let's go, man. Come on. What are we doing, Erika? Her team's gonna be insane. I already know, but... Let's see if Swellow can rip a hole in it. Victory Bell? I think I can OHKO that. It is only at 32. I should have gave Swellow Fly. I actually forgot about that. Let's see if it comes back to bite me in the ass. Yep, there you go. He goes for SD, though. Now, I guess this also kind of works because she's probably going to waste a potion here. That's really not bad. Yeah, let me just go Wing Attack again. Maybe I High Roll. She does waste a potion, which she shouldn't have. But the AI always does that when their first mon gets like in the red. And yeah, see that we High Roll anyway, so it's completely a waste of a potion. And we don't get hit by a Sludge Bomb, which is the most important thing. Ludicolo, interesting. I feel like she sent this out because she knows it can live a hit. Since I didn't put Fly like a scrub. Would Ludicolo click Rain Dance though, or would it just hit me with like an Ice Beam? Let's find out. Let's roll the dice. He actually doesn't live a hit. Okay. Maybe Swellow 6-0s. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be nice. Every level I get will make it even stronger too. Are you kidding me? Erika has a freaking Blissey? Although I don't even think Blissey would live this, right? It's better she sent this out now than when I'm just down to my fire types. You take that easily and kill me with Ice Beam. Alright. That's unfortunate, but it is... We got a lot of damage off of Swellow, so that's not bad. It's not bad. But now, unfortunately, we have Noctowl and Altaria with Fly. And everybody else is a special attacker, but Altaria and Noctowl are not very strong. Altaria is way stronger, but again, we just saw Ice Beam, so I don't think this is the play. I need to go for Noctowl. It is a Blissey, right? It's not going to do much with Ice Beam, but it has leftovers too, of course. This could be very annoying. I could also try to just put it to sleep. But let's gauge the damage on Fly once, and then we'll go from there. You do have T-Wave, interesting. Okay. If it lived a Guts boosted wing attack from a Swellow, it obviously lives a Fly from Noctowl, because Noctowl's really weak. And that's not quite enough for a 2-hit. Well, it is, but leftovers is not. If this thing has Soft Boiled too, we might be here for a hot minute. Let me try to take down. It goes for Seismic Toss. That's okay. We hit the takedown. This actually might kill it. It's close. It is enough. Nice. Okay. That is the most annoying Pokemon that she could have had, and it's out of the way early. But now we got 3 threatening grass types in the back. This is not great. Let's try to go for Fly. We can easily tank. That's going to do 0 damage. Okay, that did actually like 20. We get Para, not ideal. I probably should just go for Peck, but I'm gonna try to get a Fly off here. It'll do a decent chunk into Blossom, but anyway, we could go to like Quilava or Ninetales after and just burn it. I'm just gonna try one more time. I don't need Noctowl in this playthrough, let's be real. Noctowl was a cool Pokemon, but... Okay, step 1 of 2 complete for Fly. See if we get both. Yes! This should do half, maybe, right? Yeah. That's not bad. Did we save Noctowl? Hell no. Sack it to Leaf Blade. Now, what do we do here? I think I go Ninetales. By the way, does this Ninetales have Drought? No, it doesn't. It has Flash Fire. It would have set up Drought when I burnt my Swallow. You only have Flame Wheel, right? Yeah, no way. Ninetales is bulkier, and it's faster too, even though it is relaxed nature. Like, it's still fast enough to outspeed these grass types. So we might have this in the bag, only losing 2, but we'll see. She's probably still gonna have a Vileplume, and then there's something else too. I can't believe she had a Blissey, dude. I didn't even... See, I never watched the anime in Pokemon back in the day, so I don't know what these gym leaders have like in the show that are not their normal types. That is a huge chunk to Vileplume. Gets off the Sleep Powder, great. Is this your ace with Citrus? It is. Okay. Oh, it's Pataya. Starfberry. Raising Spadef? If Ninetales is faster at 77 speed, wasn't Altaria close to that? Oh, I'm hasty. Yeah. So I'm probably faster and I can kill it with Fly, although it's probably in range where she does the other potion. Maybe it's just out of range, though. Now it is in range. Okay. Honestly, fine, because Fly is a 2-shot, and I am faster. Sleep Powder, I have Natural Cure, so I'm not really too worried about that. I can go right back into Ninetales and try to burn it off. That's great damage. Of course, you go 2 for 2 on the Sleep Powders. So here's the play. We go back to Ninetales, try to burn the sleep. I'm going to wake Altaria up right now by switching out. But then if Ninetales wakes up, obviously it kills it from there. And we just go to the last. How much is this going to do, though? It's a physical attack, so it ain't going to do that much. I did a lot. We can go right back to Alt and kill it with a Fly, because I haven't even burned a single turn of sleep yet. I don't really want to lose Ninetales. Although now that Swallow's dead, like, unless I find another Guts Pokemon, I don't know when Ninetales, whatever, I could like self-Will-O-Wisp myself. So we can go to Altaria, guaranteed kill it with Fly, but the problem is if I hard switch Alt and we take 50% or more, even without getting poisoned, if I take more than 50% and I miss the Fly, then we lose Alt I guess Electabuzz would still come in and revenge kill it with a Psychic. But it is at like +2 SpDef from the berry. But it's also super, super weak, so Electabuzz would still kill it. I just don't know if I would wake up. I wouldn't wake up this turn, but I might wake up next turn. But I also know going right back into ult, we can just outspeed and kill it with Fly, so I think that's the play. Even if I get poisoned here, like, that would suck, but as long as I don't miss the Fly, we're good. And I won't. It's 95. I'm just saying, like, it can't miss. It'd be annoying. But we'll hit it right here. Easy money, baby. Alright, what's your last mon? Probably Tangela, actually. Usually what it is. Yo, yo, what up? How you doing tonight? Oh, it's a freaking jump luff. Interesting. Well, we have Ice Punch for this. Bro, why does everything on her team have Sleep Powder? It's pissing me off. It's funny. Erika, you're trolling. Okay, this is the last mon. We should be good. Because I have Ice Punch on Electabuzz. So what... I mean, what are you even going to click right here? Oh, sunny day for Chlorophyll? I don't... Unless you have Solar Beam, you don't OHKO me. And I'm going to OHKO your ass right back with an Ice Punch. 4x super effective. Sleep Powder, but I finally dodged a Sleep Powder. Let's go. We win right here. There is no way you live this. Let's go, baby. Come on. Easy money. GG's, Erika. She did take out 2 of our mons, though. Not great, not great. Well, I'll get that rainbow badge. Thank you very much. That was by far the easiest gym yet, though. And we get level 50. Okay. And Giga Drain for what's his face? Grovyle. Let's go, baby. Come on. That's a big milestone right there for the Nuzlocke. You know, every milestone is the farthest I've ever been in a Nuzlocke. We lost Swellow and lost Noctowl. Unfortunate. But now we can go... This guy's a creeper, by the way, always looking through the window. We can go deposit him and also take a look at what else is in the death box, but... That was huge right there, man. I mean, I wasn't too worried about Erika. It should have been the easiest gym of them all, but... Just based on how many fire types and flying types I had. But at the end of the day... The way that the first 3 gyms have gone, like this was not going to be easy. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to save for next time, too. There's encounters here in the city. There's a whole bunch of items. We got to go... You know, we got to go fight Giovanni next time, which will be the same level cap as 35. Because he is... Actually, let me do the move item thing. Even though Swellow died, I'm still going to save the berry. I want that back. Also, I'll put these all back, actually. Alright. Not bad, all in all. Meowth had to take that nugget. Pichu's holding the light ball, but it still hasn't evolved into a Pikachu. Well, let's go back to the death box and see where we're at now. So we have Swablu number 1, the OG. We also have a Meowth, too, that died. Marshtomp was tough. We lost Marshtomp against Lieutenant Surge. Swablu was the only one I lost against Brock. They're still in order. Rattata, Weeping Bell, and Combuskin all 3 of them died to Gary on the Nugget Bridge. The 2 Pokemon we lost against Misty were Pikachu and Bayleaf. And then the 2 Pokemon we lost against Surge were Marshtomp and Meowth. And then we lost 2 more here against Erika. That Swellow would have been cool, but again, it was Calm Nature, so it kind of sucked. Would have been better if it wasn't. And I lost Noctowl, right? I'm pretty sure I let Noctowl die. Yeah, because he got paralyzed. Yeah. Okay. So, cool thing is we have a bunch of options for next time. But the level cap is still 35. So, until I beat Giovanni, we can't get Sceptile, Charizard... But we do have Gator. I mean, we could build a disgusting team for the Elite Four eventually, right? What I'm thinking for Elite Four is like this. Like these 4 plus Electabuzz. And maybe a Snorlax. That's kind of like a filthy team right there. Because we'd have our Fire, Water, Grass, starter trio. And then Electabuzz, our actual starter, and then like Pseudo Legendary and Metagross, and a Snorlax. I think Snorlax is going to be really good against Agatha, the Ghost type Elite Four. So those would be my 6 strongest. I'll kind of like protect them throughout the majority of the playthrough. But for now, let me disable these sprites. I'll pull them out of the box next time. So Noctowl went down, and Swellow. All right, well let me actually just put the other 2 in that spot. Lava, and then I'm probably gonna switch over to Mystery Dungeon. Let me talk about a couple things in the outro, in the YouTube outro, and then we'll switch games. I don't know why I can't find Lava right here. And who am I missing? Like the Buzz. Oh, Ninetales. Okay. Boom. Right there. Alright. Let me just heal up. Now, normally in between every episode on the YouTube playlist, for as long as I can keep this going, I will be like hitting rare candies and stuff to go to the next level cap. So, okay, let me talk about that real quick. So, next episode in particular is still 35, because we have to fight Giovanni underground in the game corner to get the Sylph Scope in order to go up the Lavender Tower, right? So we can get past that Marowak towards the end. Because we gotta get the Poke Flute, wake up Snorlax's fat ass, and get all the way down to Fuchsia in order to battle Koga. But with that being said, Giovanni's ace apparently is 35 as well, when we're about to fight him. And then the next level cap after that would be 38, which is Gary in the Lavender Tower. But after that, the level cap jumps up all the way to 50 for Koga. So, obviously there's going to be no rare candies in between episodes. You know, this one, part 5, and part 6 coming soon. But, with that being said, between part 6 and part 7, I'm gonna be able to go from 35 all the way to 50. Well, I guess 38 to 50. So I'll be hitting a lot of rare candies in between that. But for now, that was a big win against Erika. Easiest gym yet, but still a big win, man. This is tough. So let me save this. I still thinking way ahead. Like if I can somehow get to the Elite Four, I don't understand how I'm supposed to beat the Elite Four in this game, because you're telling me I have to go through 5 consecutive battles without being able to revive anybody. Obviously, I can heal the ones that survive the fight, but I lose 1 to 2 Pokemon every single gym leader fight. If the same thing happens in the Elite Four, by the time I get to the champion Gary, I'd have 1 Pokemon left. So I mean, I don't understand how people beat Nuzlocke. But again, getting way ahead of myself. We got a lot of gym leaders still to get through. So this is gonna be tough. But for now, it's time to switch over to the stream to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So for anybody that is seeing this in the future on YouTube, this is going to be the conclusion of part 5. I always forget where I'm at. Yeah, part 5. So check back soon for part 6. I mean, I'm going to hopefully get that posted a few days later after whenever I get this posted. So this is going to do it for part 5. So for anybody watching in the future on YouTube, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you also have a good rest of your day. All right? Peace.